Hello, this is Andy from FeedOtter. I wanted to walk through a couple of the common use cases and pain points that FeedOtter solves for Marketo users just like you. The number one reason that users come to FeedOtter is to send and automate blog email notifications. If you've ever tried to manually build blog emails in Marketo's editors or are sick of manually trying to drag and drop content from your website into a Marketo editor, populating blog areas and newsletters, FeedOtter is going to save you a ton of time. And I want to walk through just how easy it is to set that up and start automating your blog newsletters using FeedOtter's automated emailing. I've set up two of the most common use cases that Marketo users will use FeedOtter for. Those are notifying subscribers when a new blog post is published, or setting up a weekly or monthly digest, a summary that sends out maybe the most recent 5 posts or so from the last month. These are both very common use cases and save Marketo users a ton of time while sending out content emails and driving visitors back to their website. So it's great. You create 2 different lists in Marketo. Each one is going to be automated by these automations inside your FeedOtter account. Now let's look at how easy it is to set these 2 up. We'll go back into and do the new blog notification first. We set up a sending schedule that tells FeedOtter what days of the week to send the email on and when it should send. In this case, every time there's a new post. We connect our blog to FeedOtter by specifying an RSS URL. Next, tell FeedOtter who you want the email to send from and set up a subject line. FeedOtter has some great features here to make this subject even more personalized. You can use Marketo tokens, or you can even inject the day of the week or the title of the most recent blog post. The last step is setting up the Marketo connection. The first time through this, FeedOtter will prompt you to connect FeedOtter to Marketo using the standard Marketo launch point integration option. Once it's connected, you'll have an option to choose your Marketo connection. The level of automation, this is really important. No other tool can do this. FeedOtter can send emails either fully automated, meaning hands off, they just go out automatically, or if you want to test or you want more control, you can put FeedOtter into a create only mode where FeedOtter will create the email, put it in Marketo, but then notify you that it's ready for sending. We'll keep things fully automated for now, as that's how most customers use FeedOtter. Depending on your Marketo setup, you'll have some channels and tags to specify, and then we'll hit activate. A box will open up, guiding us through the very last step of setup, which is going into Marketo and specifying the audience that will receive these emails. You'll see a little screenshot and 3 simple instructions. We'll click the link and follow FeedOtter into Marketo to take a look at how FeedOtter actually works with Marketo. So you will see the first time you set up a FeedOtter program, FeedOtter will make setup easy and create a folder called FeedOtter Programs and put each automated email in a default program underneath it. It's also important to know that FeedOtter uses Marketo's familiar email programs for all of its sending. We do this to ensure you get perfect reporting on every email that is automated. There are no compromises. Every single email you send with FeedOtter automated is going to be available for perfect reporting inside Marketo. This is important because other tools out there on the market have not done this in the past. The last setup step we need to do is take this FeedOtter setup program and choose the only available email and specify the audience box one time. Here I've selected the smart list that targets my blog notification subscribers, a popular way to set FeedOtter up. And that's it. Setup is completely done. You never schedule this program. FeedOtter will use these settings and create future automated email sends 100% automatically. The next time a new blog post is found, FeedOtter will automatically create a new email program and a new email in Marketo. You can see here, FeedOtter just found a new blog post and has created a new email in Marketo. We can easily preview this email and see that it looks great. It's exactly the content that we programmed into our FeedOtter automation campaign. This email performance report will allow you to see the email by email breakdown of opens, clicks, and unsubscribes in Marketo. It's just as if you had spent hours manually building these emails by hand. FeedOtter takes that pain away. On the FeedOtter dashboard, you can easily stop and start your campaign at any time and see when the next check of your RSS feed is going to occur. It's just as easy to turn on a weekly digest. Let's finish off that weekly digest based on what we did. In this case, we set up a sending schedule. We want our email to go out every Friday at 2 p.m. Keep in mind, FeedOtter is smart and only sends when there's new content. So if you haven't published any content this week, don't worry. FeedOtter will skip the send and look for new content the following week. We program in our RSS feed and tell FeedOtter the maximum number of items we want to appear in the email. We set up a subject line, and again, we configure our Marketo integration. Because we already set this up, it's easy the second time and any subsequent time to select the obvious Marketo connection. We specify our Marketo defaults and activate our campaign. We'll complete those last audience setup steps in Marketo once again. You can see FeedOtter made the setup really easy. It created a new weekly digest program for us. We only need to go in, select the email, and set up our audience. In this case, we're going to use Member of Smart List again, and we're going to choose the digest campaign. And see that in less than 10 minutes, our blog notification and weekly blog digest emails are completely automated by using FeedOtter for Marketo. Say goodbye to copying and pasting blog content into your emails. FeedOtter also works great with podcast episodes, news content, product updates, and release notices, making it easy to automate all of those tedious emails that are filled with content while sending emails from your Marketo system of record. If you have any questions or want a personal refresher, click the question mark in your FeedOtter trial account at any time. We're happy to help. And if you're ready to sign up, click the subscribe button located in the top of your FeedOtter trial account and enter a credit card to get started. Thank you very much, and we hope that FeedOtter saves you countless hours of content email creation time.